And I was in a facility, homie, with kids who killed their mothers and their fathers. I grew up with kids who commit some of the worst murders in the history of the state of Texas.
Correcting me, and you were saying that during your time, based on y'all's crimes,
Yeah.
that they were actually wanting to do and did studies on y'all.
Yeah, we was placed in an environment, and most people can Google this. It was called a positive peer culture. So it was like two psychiatrists and a psychologist. They created this culture. It's kind of it's a world where kids are responsible for correcting themselves. And so what they did was they placed us in you place, the ideal and the concept is you place children in a safe environment where you can nurture them, where you can repair them, where they can be healed from their trauma. And so they found ways to repair and heal us from our trauma. So we went through very intense counseling and group sessions, therapy, homie, hours in. We went through psychotherapy drama. Most people aren't familiar with that. We used to have to reenact our crimes in group sessions. We used to have to reenact life situations. So we did this one thing in particular that's called a life story. So they give you this worksheet, and you fill out this worksheet. So it asks you things from as far back as your earliest memory in life. Now these people got your file, so they know the ones that's been a CPS, they know the ones that's been molested, so they know every. Man, let me just say this, homie. They know everything about us. Lose your ID and try to fly somewhere. Now they'll let you fly. You can fly without ID. But there's certain things that you don't have. They'll take you through this process in the airport. The most strenuous is you have to get on the phone with somebody and they ask you some questions. Well, they're asking you questions, and I'm saying, man, how the fuck would they know if I know this or not? Things that only you would know or your mother would know. I said, man, how do these motherfuckers know this about us? How do they know everything about us? So we would be in these group sessions, and I was in a facility, homie, with kids who killed their mothers and their fathers. I grew up with kids who commit some of the worst murders in the history of the state of Texas. I grew up with kids who've committed some of the most heinous sexual assaults, child molestations. I grew up with kids, homie, who killed their brother, killed their sister because they couldn't go to Six Flags. Not that they were bad children, but they commit some very, very heinous acts out of being impulsive, out of being abused. And so they placed us in this world, and I can confident and honestly say they were experimenting, because we're the first generation of children in the state of Texas who began to commit crimes such as capital murder in the late 80s to the early 90s. And so they put us in this environment, and we had to learn thinking errors. We had to learn what an offense cycle, a cycle of violence, different stages of these cycles, or how to break these cycles. Recidivism plan, learning things that trigger you. They were really creating little masterminds, psychiatrists, psychologists, war generals, because we could have got out. Many of us, if like me, I could have been a police officer. I could, if I had both my sights, I could have been to the military, because I'm considered a ward of the state, because I grew up in the juvenile system. They pay for our college degree up to a PhD. I go to college for free, homie. I get a scholarship from my state. I can go to college up to a PhD. Yeah, so we don't know that we're in this program. We just kids, right? We miss home, we fight, we game, but we don't know we're in this program. Many went on to prison. I was very fortunate enough to get out and become who I became, and look back and understand what we had. I was created, homie. They made this. I was groomed for this. I wasn't supposed to be this nigga representative. I was supposed to be like a Dr. King, homie. I was supposed to be like a, yeah.
You gave it a try.
I went AWOL.
I don't know if you've seen, but Half Pint said you're the new Malcolm X.
Well, no, listen, homie. See, they all know me before this. See, they just know the internet character. Yeah. These people here, homie, know the real Charleston. So most people would say that I was groomed for that, homie.
Yeah.
There was a time, nigga, I didn't cuss. If you look at my video from 7, 8 years ago, nigga, I ain't cuss. I wouldn't smoke weed. I ain't show no guns. I dressed up every day, bow tie. I was the next little Malcolm, little Martin. But shit, nigga, that nigga spirit. Working with them nigga babies, them po nigga babies, nigga, these new millennials. But nah, homie, I was created. Even when I was incarcerated, my last 2 years in the boys' home, I used to go speak at Texas A&M, the University of Texas. These are very prestigious colleges. I did this incarcerated. You know, homie, most people don't know I was groomed for this. Even in the political field, I wasn't supposed to be what I am. So to some people, they're disappointed, homie, that I went this route. They feel like I can be doing more. I can be more effective. And that's probably so at the top. But nigga, I wouldn't have the influence at the bottom with the children that I have. And because of you guys and Say Cheese TV, homie, I got a big connection and I got a big audience of young people that follow and listen to me.
I mean, I feel like you're at the purest form right here because your network is bigger and it grows every day.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move.